Hello, this is Sylvasia and I present to you Myst 4 Revelation. We left off here at the old memory chamber and I tried to remember what I wanted to do here. I think I just wanted to take note of this door, but I do not think that I can do very much here yet. I will show you something, however. I will show you that there is water in here. This is another such harvester chamber, and yes, that's pretty much all I'll do at this moment, because we are not there yet. We have to eventually go down there. Perhaps I can show you. There is a do we see this from here even? Well, there is a staircase leading. There are stairs leading down here. I see that because I know it, but I don't think that it's really clear. Anyway, this is the place, and this is the old memory chamber where she said there is another harvester. Ah, well, I can go down there, I think, and show. Yes, I know how I wanted to show that by using the. How did I? Yeah, like that. No? No. Well, anyway. Aha, I closed it. Okay. Yes, of course, physics. We closed the thing underwater, which means the water level is a little lower, but that's not much of a difference. If at all, because there is still flowing water. Water is still flowing into the pool thing. What I wanted to do was go down there and demonstrate. Is there a handle or something? Yes. Come on. To close this, and I want to. Hello? Here. I wanted to show you the underwater. There is a door when we went past. We'll see it again when we go up. Because there isn't anything we can't do pretty much. Like here, there is a door here, and we have to get in there eventually. Right now we can't because this thing is full of water, so that's what we have to deal with. We have to see that we get the water out of this well or this place. That is pretty much our objective. But for now, what we do is we do what Akina told us. We find this journal, and I got to set up my timer in between. Hello, cell phone. Good morning. Are you dead? You are dead. Okay. Great. That's if you don't recharge your things. Alright, that means. Oh my god, how I love this. Haha, where do I go? Damn it. The journal was at the junction where two rivers cross. That is pretty much at the beginning of where we started, I think. Hello, yeah, hello, spirit. I did not mean to scare you away. I did it anyway, but that was an accident, and that will mean eventually that I have not the faintest idea where I will. Here is where two rivers cross, and the journal is somewhere near here. Only I don't know exactly where. It's in a piece of rock thing. Here, yes, good.
Let's work together, he said. Let's figure out how to get rid of Father before he sees what we've done to his precious books. Sure. I'll work with you again, little brother, but I'll trust you about as far as I can throw you.
By the way, I completely and absolutely adopted that phrase. Oh, damn it. Yeah, there. There it is. No, I'm not reading. I'm reading it out. I'm not letting the amulet read it as before. Been a while since I had this much fun working with my sick little brother. Usually we're at each other's throats by now, but this time must be the thrill we both get, picturing father strapped into the chair, begging us not to do what he knows we are going to do. Don't think anything I've done to a prisoner yet will compare with that moment. Have to build the chair fast, though, which means getting into inside Serenia's abandoned memory chamber. Can't exactly ask for a front door key, even if Sirius did tell the protectors we want to study their rituals. We just better get back from mechanical age with those breathing kits soon, otherwise this whole plan is going nowhere. What a hideously exhausting day. Spent so many hours working underwater. I think my skin's turned permanently blue. But at least we're finally inside. Sirius wants to put a lock on a new back door, using one of his infamous marble color codes. I'm sure, but this... color codes, I'm sure, but this... That's his deal. I've still got to figure out what to do about the fumes. Maybe if I... Well, there is a construct he apparently planned for this. First night we won't have to use the breathing kits. Of course I'll wait for Sirius to take his off first, just to be sure, then start hauling in material. Never seen little brother this keyed up before, but like I told him last night, getting the chair up and running is gonna take time. In theory all it has to do is stimulate the old fungus into doing what it wants to do naturally, remove a person's memories. But in order for our entire plan to work, we have to keep father's body alive before, during and after the process, so one of us can use it later. I'm not even sure the fungus will be able to remove memories from a living body, no matter how much persuasion it gets. Decided to let Sirius work on getting the chair operational while I start installing the life tanks. Still think this aspect of the plan is iffy. Of the plan is iffy, but then I don't intend to be the one who tests them. Sirius is a genius. Not sure how he did it, but judging from the results of his first test today, looks like he did it. Almost felt sorry for the mouse. Okay, already. Just how many of these tests does he want to complete before we actually do something? Doesn't he realize that the longer we wait, the more likely it is some protector will catch on that something's wrong? One whole part of what we are doing takes place inside their dream world. They are going to see it eventually. Let's stop wasting time here and instead concentrate on setting up the bait we need to lure father into his cell. Let's send mother to Riven already. And there we have it, why she was in Riven. Getting real nervous now. The only thing that keeps me from panicking completely is this. I know Serenia's weakness, the lifestone. They'll be lost without their lifestone. Sure, it'll take a few days, but if I steal it out of the root chamber, the fungus will eventually lose its ability to remove memories. And if that happens, Serenia's civilization will be thrown into total chaos. Maybe it might be fun to see it happen. But it also means our plan against father will be ruined, so I'll do it, but only if it becomes necessary to cut and run. Horrible fight with Sirius today. All I did was mention taking the stone and he was all over me. Accused me of letting my insatiable desire for instant gratification screw up yet another one of his plans. Then he tried to lay the whole Narayan civil war debacle on me. Almost belted him right then and there. But the fight did show me one thing. My little brother really is a backstabbing weasel. These tests he keeps doing, there is only one conclusion they are leading to. Screw you, little brother, there is absolutely no way I'm gonna sit in that chair for you. I'm out of here. So our conclusion is they apparently want to remove memories from a living body. Someone is keeping Yisha captive. Akina stole the lifestone, which was his ultima ratio for whatever ever chance that Sirius betrays him, ruining his plan to do just that. So apparently they are not working together very much, but they have some sort of plan. Now we can figure out who we want to trust. The thing is, what we do now is we go to the dreamers again, wherever that was, and where these old women or these people were sleeping. They should be awake now, unless I am very much mistaken. This isn't where I want to go. No, this isn't at all where I want to go. I'm very curious what spirit guide I'll get. I assume water, which you will... Yeah, well, I'll tell you that then. I have my own theories as to how you come by what guide. No, I don't want to go here, I think. I think I want to take the middle way, or don't I? There's the crossing streams. Here was the journal. Here is another junction ahead of me. And it doesn't really matter where I go here. If I go right now, I would come by another place with a wind spirit guide. If I go ahead, and I'm using a map right now because this is so horribly confusing, Serenia. And I am now going... Yes, this is right. This is the right direction. I drew me a map with this place because it's a little... Yeah, you see it yourselves, don't you? It's different, let me say it that way. And if they don't wake up now, I don't know what... I do, I think. Hi? Ah, yes.
Do not be afraid.
I'm not.
My sisters and I can speak with you now. Anya told us you needed help. So while you were exploring this physical manifestation of Serenia, we decided to travel her mirror realm. A world in which our ancestors have great power, and which we call... Dream. We asked the ancestors to show us what happened to Yisha, but the things they revealed did not make any sense. We think it's because the message is intended for you.
Is it now?
This disturbed us, for it means you must
Jealous?
travel to Dream, something which you must never do without a spirit guide. Normally, finding the guide best suited to your true nature takes time. But we have decided to help by examining the weave of your past actions.
I'll explain that.
Please, place your hand on the claw.
Will do.
It will allow us to know which guide you must seek.
I predict water. I always end up with water. I ended up with air once. I might end up with air because it skipped reading the journals. I wouldn't touch that. Air? No, water. I thought that gush of air meant that I get air. Which spirit guide you get depends on how patient you were before and how thorough you were before. I figured out. Because no one ever gets a fire spirit guide, not me. I wanted to, but it doesn't work.
A child of water, or so the weave shows. You appreciate the beauty and richness of life around you. You are confident in your ability to succeed, but willing to seek help when answers seem elusive. You must seek a water guide to accompany you. Go to the stone forest and seek him in the pools he likes to inhabit. The mark you now bear in you will gain his attention. Be carrying the offering that most pleases his senses, and he should agree to accompany you in Dream. There is only one such offering. Once you have succeeded, proceed to the memory chamber. Zanika will be waiting for you there.
Now,
This cloth is now yours to keep. Do with it as you will.
Now I assume that in order to get the fire spirit guide, what I would have had to do would hurry through Tamana, a first part, without seeing anything really. What I would have had to do was then is go to one of the ages and conclude that as fast and as unthorough as I could. Return, see the sequence where we will find the book to Serenia, then go to Serenia and do this part of Serenia, also without looking at things properly. I didn't want to do that, but that would have ended me up with the... What?
You have done well, Yisha. So now, in recognition of all that you have learned, and in accordance with the customs of my people, I present you this amulet of memories. May you always find wisdom in dream.
Would have gotten us the fire spirit guide. The less you look at things, the more hasty you are, the more you just do and not look and don't use the amulet and stuff, you get the fire spirit guide. If you take a medium cautious path, you would get air, and if you do everything as thoroughly as I did, you get water. Yes. What the offerings, I've shown you the offerings and I've shown you the spirits. Spirits apparently are these things that flee whenever we get near. And the offerings are the sap from these, they look like, to me, they look like, what's that name? I don't know what they are called, a digitalis thing. These, anyway. Then they would, the fire spirit guide would need this, the air spirit guide would need the pollen apparently, as we see over there, and the water spirit guide needs the water bubbles. Now we have to find out where the water spirit guide is currently residing, and then find the nearest offering and bring it there and do that. Yes, that is a bitch, because it's a little difficult. We can hear the water spirit guide if we get near it, and if we listen intently. That isn't the water spirit, that's the... Alright, I'm going back to my starting point, because from there I can check out all the places if I find my way. I hear you. Yes, there it is. There's the water spirit guide. Okay, let me save. So, yeah, what we need to do is find one of the offerings, and these are over here. And bring that over to the water spirit guide. We've got to do that fast. And I think I've been too slow already because I've taken too much time turning. Ah, I wasn't too slow. I wonder if that worked. I can look though, I can check. If I can't find another spirit guide, that was it pretty much. That was the water spirit guide. Water spirit 1. Where is water spirit 2? That's there when I go back here. Down to the junction. Take the right path. No. Take the middle path. There's a wind spirit place. The crossing streams. To the V junction. To the right. And again to the right. Oh damn it. I was too slow. At least now I know where he is. At least, yes, I know where he is. Oh lord. This is trouble. This is real trouble. Okay, let me go all the way down here. Yes, this is where I have to gather the bubble. I'm taking one on the right, because then I don't have to turn that much. This is where the fire spirit lives. This is a path. This is another path. And then here. Yes, that's how it works. Okay. You have to be pretty quick and pretty cautious, and this is the easiest path because you have to walk straight ahead all the time and you don't have to turn much. Alright, so we gave our spirit guide our offering, which concludes that little nonsense. I love Serenia to pieces, but this is just annoying if you have to do it 1,000 times over to get it right. First you've got to figure it out, of course. Yes, now we have our spirit guide. I have brought him an offering, and now now what we have to do is go and dream, and I'm wondering if I'm doing that now, because, yeah, well, I don't know if I can save in between, but yeah, I think actually I can, but I don't know. As far as running like a fool through this forest, we are done with that pretty much, because all else we have to do, we have time. We have to work on the irrigation later, but that's a piece of cake. In one way it's more difficult because it's complicated, but once you figure it out, it's easier than this one, because here the problem isn't so much figuring it out as doing it, and in the other it's just figuring it out, and I've done that years ago. Oh god. Okay. Now it's time for us to enter dream. We have our spirit guide, we are prepared as much as we will ever be. And here I ask you to listen.
Time seems to be against us. Fortunately, there is little I can say to prepare you for what you are about to experience. The Mirror Realm is different for everyone who travels there. But your guide will be waiting in his true form to meet you, and will explain what you really need to know. Please, lie down.
Will do. Now be prepared for one of the most beautiful moments in all the Myst games.
Normally, I would remain until you return. But with everything that's happened today, I cannot. So, should you decide to leave Dream without getting the answers you seek, you will have to return to it later without help. In that case,
That's no problem.
just focus on the all-seeing eyes of the ancestors, and you should be
yes.
able to travel there.
I think it remembers us how far
Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Then gaze on the eyes high above you, and let your journey begin.
Enjoy the ride.
Draw the blinds. shut out the night. Pull up the blanket. Pull the blankets up tight. And there are angels on our curtains. They keep the outside out. And there are lions on our curtains. They lick their wounds. They lick their doubt. We watch it float away. With all the memories of the day. And there are angels on our curtains. They keep the outside out. And there are lions on our curtains. They lick their wounds. They lick their doubt. Close your eyes. Go to sleep. Not what you expected, is it, traveler?
No.
You are here because you want to find the answer to something that troubles you. Why then wouldn't dreams seem dark and mysterious at first?
More like it.
Do not be afraid. The fragrance of your offering still lingers. It pleases me. So I shall light this darkness for you and lead you to the ones you call the ancestors.
You can
He
play
is
around
not an ancestor.
with these.
Like yourself, he is but a traveler here. And if his guide brings him close, you should touch him to experience as much of dream as you can. Dream is often visited by such creatures, temporary inhabitants seeking the enlightenment they cannot find in their waking lives. They do not have the wisdom to shape dream, as the ancestors do, but they can still learn much by seeing what possibilities exist here. Sometimes they come just to seek distraction.
Where did you go? I can't imagine that somehow. This is probably the weirdest thing in all the Myst games, by the way, and I love this part to pieces. It's why I'm so torn between which is my favorite favorite age, Serenia or Haven, because this is priceless.
Come. I sense the arrival of one who does have the power to influence Dream.
I don't know if I'll have the
How
time to
odd.
complete this.
She resembles an ancestor, but she's not yet one of them.
I don't think.
Nor is she a traveler, for I sense no waking mind to return to. It's as if that connection has been severed prematurely. I do not understand how this is possible, but this is the one you seek. The ancestors approach. They will attempt to communicate with her. The ancestors are willing to shape Dream for you, but they need your help. By brushing against each one, you can impart some of your own energy to it. This will place each ancestor in closer harmony with the others. When all are as one, the combined wisdom will reveal the answer you need. Go on, try it. I shall be silent until you succeed.
Yeah.
But should you grow too frustrated, signal me by touching your amulet. I will then send you back to Serenia immediately, but without the answer you need.
Yes, this is apparently Yisha, the white one. The others are the ancestors, and if you brush over them, they change color. And we have to see that they all, since she doesn't change color, we have to see that the others all turn white. That is a little frustrating, and it takes a good deal of time. Well, and that's pretty much what we'll do now for the next while. Yes, we can. Yes, they did it. This isn't a bad thing that they remix themselves. It's actually good because it means that they rearrange themselves into an order where they are workable. Actually, and that's good because otherwise we would be in trouble with these things. Yeah, like that. Okay, I think I've done it. I think
You
so.
have succeeded.
Yes.
I can feel the ancestors' wisdom at work. Pay attention, for you'll never see this revelation again.
Oh god, I've got to jot this down. Green, red, blue, magenta, yellow, cyan.
The answer has been seen. There can be no turning back. Goodbye, traveler, until we journey together again.
I think we can recall this with the amulet, but I don't know. We need that. Of course, I've got it recorded, so that's an advantage, but usually you don't. Ah, yes. I don't know if I'll cut it out even, but I will save now. Ah. Yes. that was that. I will continue next time. I have no real memory. I think I've got to take care of the irrigation next. Yes, that was it. I have to take care of the irrigation next. I will explain what this is, or will it be explained what this is? Will be explained in the next episode, I assume, or the one after that. This was Servatia. Goodbye.